Does marriage equal love? Well, this has been a controversial question. With reference to Mark chapter 10, verses 6 to 9 of the Holy Bible, the definition of marriage is as follows. Man shall leave his father and mother, and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let not man put asunder. Ironically, it seems like marriage in human history is only a combination of economic considerations, political convenience, sexual relationship, and maybe just a small proportion of love. So, what actually is marriage?
So marriage is a lovely thing, very romantic and very nice thing to share with somebody. It's very great to have that sense of security and partnership, but at the same time it can be quite difficult, but ultimately probably worth it, at least worth trying.
Though I am not a married person, but as a religious person, I do value the marriage life and I do appreciate it because it is God who has created this marriage at the beginning of the creation. It is God who arranges man and woman, and it is in the plan of God that both man and woman should become one and they share the life and the love among themselves. And it is God who provides an opportunity to create a family between man and woman. So I do value this marriage life.
To me, marriage means two individuals coming together. The ingredients of a good marriage, I guess, would be showing commitment towards each other, faithfulness, of course, love and care, and in the process of becoming each other's company, you've got to show your understanding, you've got to show your support, love and care to each other as well.
But then, when you start living with each other after your marriage, it's what you see each other in the real frame of mind, without makeup, without lipstick, without hairstyles, with all dirty clothes, naked self, undressed, dressed, just before a bath, in a bad mood, hungry, too happy, too full. All times you see, and that's when you see the real person. And that's when you know the person.
Marriage is always an incredibly flexible institution. It has been in a continuous state of flux at various eras and locations. Let's check out how people define love through marriage in the past and at present. People in the past married young. They married who they were told to marry. In ancient China, a marriage in the feudal society was decided not by a young couple's will, but by their parents' desires. Only after a matchmaker's formal introduction, and when parents considered the two families' conditions were suitable, would the marriage be regarded as proper. Conditions like wealth and social status of both families should be considered. This gave way to the act of purchasing a bride. Love? That was never taken into consideration. Physical touch between a couple was viewed as a very solemn thing to do in the past. It symbolized purity and combination according to the Vatican. In 1537, Augsburg and Nuremberg fined or jailed those who had prenuptial sex, which was strictly prohibited in ancient China. Marriage had become a legal contract between a man and a woman. Married couples in old days had children right away, lots of children. They did so not mainly because of love, but out of necessity. Boys could enlarge their families by participating in family businesses, or marrying girls and giving birth to babies. Girls could gain their family dowry in forms of money or property by marrying men. Couples usually stayed in their marriages even if they were unhappy, abused, or felt unfulfilled. Divorce was a taboo subject and a shameful matter to consider. In an ancient Chinese feudal society, a woman whose husband has divorced her could hardly be given a chance to marry again. Some couples continued their marriage only out of pride, but not love. Today, More and more couples are waiting until they're in their 30s to marry. They often don't marry due to economic reasons. They marry someone they love. Nevertheless, more and more people marry only because of sudden excitement and passion. Couple could get married simply after playing slot machines in Las Vegas. Marriage is getting less complex and serious. People nowadays are more open to casual sex. More people prefer cohabitation before marriage, and prenuptial sex is accepted by the society. The prenuptial sex rate has increased from 6.9% in 1988 to 70% in 2008. The increase over 20 years is more than 10 times. One-night stand is a common phenomenon in this modern world, especially among youngsters. People who have very little or no history with each other can engage in sexual activity on the same day of their meeting, and usually never see each other again. Polygamy is legal in Libya, Sudan, and South Africa nowadays, even though polygamy is illegal in the United States. Experts say that there are 30 to 50,000 people living in plural families across the country. People practice plural marriages due to the imbalanced number between male and female. They believe that it is the women who are benefiting from the relationship by sharing the workload in the family. Marriages in this century come fast and leave fast. Unhappy or troubled marriages often lead to separation and divorce. If the marriage doesn't work out, couples have no guilt in getting a divorce. The divorce rate in Hong Kong had reached 41% in 2001, and the number has been increasing since then. There is a strong belief that, in the future, we will see less divorce because there will be a sharp decline in the number of people getting married. Due to the high divorce rate, couples have less confidence in getting married. To avoid divorce, some prefer a lifelong cohabitation with their other half rather than a marriage. In 2005, the U.S. Census Bureau reported 4.85 million cohabiting couples. There are many other reasons of cohabitation. For the polygamist, cohabitation is to avoid breaking the law. In the United States, it is to avoid the higher income taxes paid by some two-income married couples. Love is patient and kind. It is not jealous or conceited or proud. Love is not ill-mannered or selfish or irritable. Love does not keep a record of wrongs. Love is not happy with evil, but is happy with the truth. Love never gives up, and its faith, hope, and patience never fail. Love is a precious gift that God grants to humankind, and we are clearly told that only in marriage that love between a couple can be fully accomplished. Therefore, the true meaning of marriage must not be twisted or adulterated by any materialistic considerations. So, is marriage a synonym of love? It actually depends on the way you feel it and the devotion you're willing to give. May we all cherish this unique, selfless, and blessed gift from God.